Hey everyone, so thank you for tuning in. We'll just start in about 1 minute here and wait for anyone else to show up. If you have a quick question or two before we start, I can also um, answer anything, but we'll also have a question and answer period at the end as well. If you have any kind of longer questions that you want addressed, or if there's anything that comes up during this meditation that you want to talk about or comment on. So it's 12:20 right now, so we'll get started. I just want to welcome everyone and say thank you for tuning in. If anyone wants to, I see that the mic is on, but it's always nice to see if anyone in the chat can say yes, that they can hear me. That's always a great thing. So if anyone does that, thank you very much. I'll introduce myself. I'm Doug Bennett. I'm an alumni from the University of Alberta. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Thank you. Thank you so much, Catherine, for saying that. Um, and I started the Mindfulness Meditation Student Group when I was at the U of A, and it's still going today. And I've been meditating for about 11 or 12 years, and have been able to guide and lead meditations, which has been a real blessing for me. So we'll do that today. We'll do a 20-minute meditation, which I hope it doesn't sound intimidating because we're doing it together, and it'll be over before you know it, and you'll feel great about it too. So I'm excited to get started. Just one reminder to turn off any smart devices that you have, or put them on do not disturb mode. I personally put mine outside the room, but do not disturb is also a great setting to turn on as well when you're meditating, because when you get a notification, you often get an urge to want to check it. And it's exciting to get a notification. So we can begin. Just the first thing to think about is to take a comfortable seat wherever you are. That might be on a chair or on a couch, or on the floor on a cushion. I'm on a cushion right now. And you want to have a comfortable yet erect posture, something that speaks to both being relaxed and alert at the same time. If we're too comfortable, we can get a little bit dozy during our meditation and fall asleep. And we want to be aware while we're meditating. If you're too alert and too upright and erect, then you get tension. So we're looking for a healthy balance between both of those. If you're sitting in a chair, it's nice, if you're able to have your back off the back of the chair. But if you have back pain, then you can feel free to use the back of the chair and do what you feel is necessary for you. So we'll start by just closing our eyes and tuning in to the sensations of our breathing. So we've already been breathing all day, but right now let's take the opportunity to take 3 or 4 breaths that are longer and deeper than you might normally breathe. So just take an opportunity to do that now at your own pace. And doing just that initially can help to just briefly settle the mind. And now just start breathing regularly. We don't want to change our breathing. We're just tuning into it however it is in this moment. So, feeling the sensations on the in breath as the air, you might feel it rushing into your nostrils or down your throat or your lungs expanding. And the reverse on your out breath, you'll feel your lungs collapsing, maybe the air rushing back up your throat and out of your nose. And we're just going to stay with those sensations for a little while. Our body breathes for us all day, but we rarely take the time to tune into it when it can be so calming. And you'll often find that your breathing will slow down just by itself by paying attention to it. And you might quickly scan your body from head to toe to see if you can notice any points of tension that you might be able to relax. Often our shoulders and our neck can be holding tension, and you can just relax that to the degree that you're able to. And if relaxing isn't a word that works for you, softening is another word or another way to think about it. Softening the shoulders, the belly, the back, our legs. And just softening the body. And that can feel very nourishing just by itself. And you can go back to the breathing. And if your mind wanders from your breathing, all you have to do is simply just notice it and gently redirect your attention back to your breathing. There's no reason to be harsh with yourself for having a wandering mind, because that's exactly what minds do. They think, they wander. But for now, for this time, we're going to just try to gently work with our minds so that we can take a bit of a break from the overthinking that we normally do. and just take a chance to be with and for ourselves with the breathing. And when you're comfortable, you might move your attention to where you feel these sensations of breathing most prominently, or perhaps where you feel most comfortable tuning into your breathing. And often that's one of three places. It can either be your nostrils as you feel the air rushing in and out of them. It can be your chest as you feel it expand and contract with the breathing. Or it can be your belly if that's where you feel the expanding and the contracting. So, picking one of those three places to just settle our attention so that we can focus just a little bit easier on our breathing. And again, if thoughts come, just noticing them and gently moving your attention back to your breathing. If your mind wanders 100 or 1,000 times, your job is just to each time redirect your attention gently, kindly, compassionately back to your breathing. And so, for the remainder of this meditation, we'll try to sit in mostly silence. And again, just keeping your awareness and attention just gently focused on your breathing from the beginning of your inhale all the way to the end of your exhale, and the spaces between breaths as well. And again, if your mind wanders, it's just doing what it does naturally. And just noticing it and noticing it as part of your experience right now. And then gently moving your attention back to where you're focusing on your breathing. And you might notice if any of your muscles in your body have tensed up since we relaxed them at the beginning of the meditation, or if your posture has maybe sagged a little bit. And just kind of soften the body and adjust your posture and get back to our breathing. And so we'll go for about another minute. And as we end this meditation, taking a moment to really thank yourself for taking this time out of your day. It's a hard time for a lot of us, maybe all of us. And you've chosen to take some time out of your day to cultivate a sense of being calm amidst a very hard circumstance. So please thank yourself with a deep sense of gratitude for taking the time out today. To do this meditation and to help calm the body and the nervous system during this time. So that's the meditation for today, and I want to thank you for joining us on our first day as we launch into this journey of providing a meditative space for students and alumni at the U of A. And thank you for taking the time out to do this. And so we'll take some time for any questions or comments um, that you might have. I'm not a meditation teacher, but I have been practicing for 11 or 12 years and have attended several retreats and would love to offer up any experience that I can if I can help answer any questions you might have. There's a bit of a delay between when I see your question and when I answer it. So if just so you're mindful of that. And if you're on your phone, you might not see comments. So I'll read the questions aloud if there are any. So does anyone have any questions or comments or want to share anything that came up for them during this meditation? It's often helpful to share our experiences because other people are often sharing or wondering the same thing. So I'll leave a bit of space in case anyone has any questions. And thank you, Catherine. So if nobody has any questions, it seems like you might be a bit of a shy bunch, but that's okay. We'll be here every weekday. So if you have any questions, please feel free to come back. You're always invited here every day of the week to come and join us. And thank you Vanessa, what are the benefits of mindfulness? Um, One of the primary benefits um, is stress reduction, number one, in and of itself. And that's been proven again and again in the research literature um, about mindfulness meditation. And other than that, we can really think of it as a time where we're taking some time away from what we often habitually do, which is overthink things and spend time in our kind of frontal lobe, making decisions, thinking about the past, present, and future. And we're taking some time away from that to focus on something that's much more soothing and calming. And that has a calming effect on our body. And it starts to have cumulative effects as we do it more and more often. Um, and we can become aware sometimes when we're overthinking things or maybe going down a anxious spiral of thinking. When we meditate, we're encouraging our mind to be, or ourselves to be, more aware of our thoughts. And so we can sometimes, when we meditate, find ourselves afterwards and catch ourselves when we start to go down negative thinking paths, um, and things like that. And especially during a time like this. Um, and so I would say primarily those are the benefits. Stress reduction, number one. If we think about it, it's a way that we can calm our minds. It makes sense. And it also gives us some awareness throughout the day because we've practiced being aware. And that is like almost like a perfume or cologne, if you would prefer, that we wear for the rest of the day that leaves us more aware of our thinking so that we can redirect our thoughts towards things that are more helpful. Um, Thank you, Vanessa. I hope that answered your question. That's a great question. For me personally, I meditation is great for stress reduction, but I keep coming back to it um, because it allows me to be or practice being the kind of person that I want to be um, in this world, in these circumstances right now, which is a source of calm to myself and to others around you. And know that when you're meditating, you're not only meditating for yourself, but you're meditating for the benefit of others around you. When you're calmer and less likely to be reactive, um, others around you benefit. And so you're not just benefiting yourself, you're benefiting all the people you'll interact with for the rest of the day. Um, and so this really is a practice of generosity, um, not just towards yourself, but towards others, family, friends, colleagues that you love. I could probably go on for a long time, um, but thank you. That's a great question. Um, there's time for one more question. I'll allow maybe 30 seconds. Vanessa, sorry, first of all, I should say, did that answer your question satisfactorily? I don't see anything, but I'll assume that yes. Okay, thank you. Um, so if anyone has another question, we have about a minute left. But what I want to do is thank, first of all, the people that have um, made this possible. We've partnered with the University of Alberta Canadian Mental Health Association U of A chapter, and they've done such a great job of spreading the word of this initiative. So I want to thank them so much, as well as the Mindfulness Meditation Student Group and Access Open Minds. It's been so phenomenal for you guys to spread the word. So thank you so much. I don't see any other questions. So if you found this helpful, please spread the word and share with friends, family, anyone that you think might benefit. And if you have any feedback, feel free to email it to us at asset@ualberta.ca. That's ASSET at ualberta.ca. No problem. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your comment and for your gratitude. I'm so grateful for you to be here and to be watching this. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. And this will be also available as a recording if you want to come back to it on our YouTube page. All right. Have a great day. Thank you.